Alright guys, today we are back with another In the Dorm Room video, and we are going to do a review of the Monster Energy Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red energy drink right here, which I am quite excited to try, so I think it'll be rather fun. I am excited to try this. As you can hear behind me, my roommates are up, they're having a nice time, they're making breakfast right now, they're doing good. We are all doing good and we're having a good day. And I am excited to be here to show you guys this energy drink right here. Now, you might recognize this from another video that I have recently made, which was my Christmas video where I listened to Snowflakes from Persona 4 Golden while drinking an energy drink. This was the drink that I was drinking then. But I never really gave you a full review of it because I didn't talk that video. I just listened to the song and enjoyed myself. And it was a great time, I have to be honest. Great time. I was in the car, I was going to Universal. It was wonderful. I had a wonderful time. But anyways, I think it's time we give a proper review to this drink because I think that this is a fantastic drink. This is not a first impressions video, of course. This is more of just a general review as someone who enjoys this drink and thought it was really good. So let's talk about, not my expectations, but what I remember about this drink. I remember it having a nice flavor with a smoothness akin to a white Monster, like this one. Having a flavor similar to, it had a bit of like if I recall correctly, a bit of a cherry kind of vibe to it, but like a good one, kind of like an icy cherry. With a little bit of fruitiness in there as well, if I recall correctly. It has been a fat minute. I haven't had this drink since last year, ho ho ho. So I don't really remember too well what it tastes like, but you know, I don't think we need to dawdle on what I remember. Let's start talking about the can, because this is an interesting can. From afar, you still know this is a Monster, but its bright, odd colors are really catching your attention. And it is embroidered just like the other cans of this line, like this one and also this one as well. An embroidered look that looks really cool. And I think this is a part of the Ultra series, kind of like the orange one I just showed you, which is on Ultra Sunrise. This is Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. So let's talk about this can. We got some cute little bears on the side, the Monster logo with some pink, and then some more like kind of like anime styled looking characters. Not really anime, but just more like cartoony, which is just cute. I am enjoying this. This feels like a girly pop Monster, which I'm a big fan of that. It looks like shit because I haven't had this one. Like, look at all the residue on top, which is kind of nasty, but you know, we're just gonna go past that. And it's also a little beat up because it did come back and forth from home to school. So I've had this drink for a little bit. I just haven't gotten around to making the review of it. So excuse me for that. But anyways, so I'm liking the colors on this can. We got some blue, we got some pinks, we got some reds, ruby red, which I guess makes sense. I really like the look of this can. It is nice, and I like the black accents around the whole thing. It just looks like a fun can, but it kind of looks like it's a bit radioactive. So it gives mixed opinions, but I think it looks cute and it looks fun, and I really like the colors, and I really like how much it pops out. And I really like the design and how it just feels and stuff. And it's just a good looking can in my opinion. So Monster Energy, Ultra Fantasy, Ruby Red, energy drink, 12 fluid ounces, 0 sugar per can. It does that again. I hate that shit, but whatever. 0 sugar, taurine, L-carbanine, all at the top. Nutritional facts, 10 calories. There's 110 milligrams of caffeine. And then it has a paragraph here, which is really hard to read. Most of these are usually super easy to read, but their whole black scheme, I guess, now that I'm looking at it, it's a little bit easier, but it's still pretty tough to read. So I'm going to quickly read the instructions on the back of this, not instructions, the story behind this can on the back of it real quick, and then we will talk about if that will be in the flavor. Monster Energy, Ultra Fantasy, Ruby Red, trademark. We're always dreaming up new things at Monster, and sometimes we totally break convention. Enter Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. It may not be the best tasting Ultra yet. It may be the best tasting Ultra Fantasy yet. Ultra yet. Not too sweet, not too tart. Got a fresh citrus taste that'll blow your mind, while light and super easy drinking. It's serious on performance. Ultra Fantasy is packed with all the legendary Monster Energy blends you come to expect. We call on a longtime friend, Pinky Taylor, for the design. OG fans might remember seeing him doing live paintings at monster events as they rolled through town. We've got his painted surfboards and canvases hanging all over HQ. Now you got your own Pinky masterpiece. Unleash the Ultra Beast. So I guess this is like a specific artist's drawings and stuff that he did at like events and stuff on the can, which is pretty cool. And it also said it was like a citrusy flavor, but I do not remember a citrusy flavor. I remember more of a fruity flavor. So that's really interesting. But without further ado, I think it's time that we should crack this bad boy open and try this drink. Now, yes, I look like I just woke up, and that's because I just did wake up, but that's okay. I also like the pink tab on top. Beautiful addition right there. Appreciate that. So without further ado, let's... Whoa. That was a violent crack. All right. I'm gonna go grab a napkin real quick and wipe off the top because it's a little nasty. Ugh. Gross. All right, let us do a smell test. Okay, yeah, now I'm smelling the citrus. Maybe I just didn't remember that it was a citrus drink. Maybe I'm just dumb. Citrus with Monster. Citrusy Monster combination, which is really good, and I think it's going to be a good drink, and if I recall correctly, it was a good drink. So, without further ado, I think it's time that we take a sip of the Monster Energy Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red energy drink right here, and we're gonna enjoy it. So let's just get right into it. Yeah, there was a citrus to it. Yep. And like the can says, smooth, not hard on the way down, good bubbles, great bubbles, as akin to all monsters. Yeah, citrusy, but not overtly citrusy like the Ultra Sunrise. The Ultra Sunrise was overtly citrusy. This was not. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Yeah, I really like this. I'm not really a big orange juice guy, like I said in the last video, but I didn't even remember this being citrus because it doesn't feel citrusy. It feels like a nice monster blend with a little citrus in it to kind of change up the flavor of a more standard monster into something more interesting and good in my opinion. It's smooth, it's fresh, it's nice, and it's just quite delicious. No signs of a stomach ache yet either, which is good. You usually get a stomach ache. I got a little bit of a stomach ache with the Zero Ultra, but this one, no, nothing yet. Yeah, it just tastes like a standard monster, but they tweaked it with a little bit of citrusy and maybe even a little bit more fruitiness in there too to make something quite different, but quite good. And I am a big fan of this drink right here, and it is quite scrumptious in my opinion. Now, on the wall behind me here, we're going to show you my can collection here. So as you can see, this has all of my cans that I've been drinking so far. Not all of them, of course. We do have some missing ones and stuff that I had to throw away. But all the ones I was able to keep, I have placed them here, and I have them in order of the ones I like. So at the end is the least favorites, and then as we get closer, the favorites. So my favorite monster currently has been the Zero Ultra, then this one, then this one, then this one. This one wasn't bad. It's just, I would probably put this before this one, but I just wanted these two to be next to each other. And then the Can of Nothing, which is cool. And then for the Red Bulls, so far, blue, yellow, summer, orange edition, red edition, and white was my least favorite so far. Now, the question, and why I show this, is now we have to ask, where is the Ruby Red gonna fit into the line? I think it might be the white one. Maybe. I'm gonna have to keep sipping, because that's what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking it's better than the white one, but I need to keep drinking. I will say, because the flavor is very toned down, it is a bit softer, which is not what an energy drink individual like myself would want. Energy drink people kind of like the feel of an energy drink going down. It's a little bit harsher, and this is very smooth. And while the white one was also super smooth, it still felt like an energy drink. This might be so smooth that it doesn't even feel like an energy drink, which is a weird thing to ask for, but maybe you'll understand. You can leave a comment about it if you think so. Yeah. You know, I really like this, but I think this doesn't beat the Zero Ultra. It's really good, and it's like toe-to-toe, but the Zero Ultra was just really good. I really like the White Monster. So I know exactly where this is going to go once I finish it. It is going to go between the Zero Ultra and the Ultra Sunrise, and it's going to be right there. And I'm not going to finish this on camera because I've said what I need to say. Great taste, great flavor. This is fantastic. Very smooth, very mild, very nice. Whatever score I gave the White Monster, do like 0.2 down from it. 0.2 down because it just is lacking a little bit of that harshness that I really likes that the standard Monster Zero Ultra had. It's just lacking a little bit of that, so I'm gonna have to take 0.2 points off for that, and it puts it right below it. So that score is, that's the score. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, please leave a like, please leave a like, please leave a comment if you want anything for like a recommendation for what I should do next and stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you have a good one, all right? Take care.